Audio. Alright, sounds like audio's doing okay. Hello, everybody. We're gonna continue on here with some Virtue's Last Reward. Keep working on some Tenmyoji. And as soon as we can, we're gonna go to the menu. Hi, Vasco. How are you doing today? Okay, so it looks like the only other way we can go is allying with Tenmyoji and then making a different door choice. So instead of going blue, we do something else. I am starting to feel better, yes. This past week has been pretty rough for me. There were a lot of days where I was literally just in my bed, just drinking water and trying to not die. But I seem to be doing a lot better now. I have more energy today. I actually slept. So, yeah. I think it's just a really bad cold. We'll try the red door, I guess.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay. I'll take good care of him, I promise.
What about Phi and K?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds remain until
Do I have any favorite or least favorite standout characters? Well, Dio is a total jerk. Come on, guys, hurry! The door's already closing.
Coming!
I know!
Luna seems nice. With seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
I also kind of like Phi, but I feel like she has kind of the least personality of a lot of them. So it's almost like kind of blank slatey. Sooner or later, everybody has to put up with Dio, right? That's what I'm doing right now.
Which one do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great.
No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
No, Clover, just no. Are you serious?
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh?
Yeah, I mean, she's... It's not that I dislike her, it's that she's sort of like
Sigma.
Slady,
Is this
I feel
chick?
like. Which, of
Simple
course,
or something?
Sigma is as well, but that's because I'm Sigma. I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! mean? What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets.
No.
Oh man, I'm good.
No, honey.
Please,
Honey,
give her a
it's the
smack.
Radical Six. It's making you think you're funny. I'm pretty sure everybody has Radical Six. Because that big death pile that we had in the one ending in the Clover end, I bet everybody did what I did, which was saw the dead bodies and killed themselves. And I bet it was just like a sequence of that. I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you?
Sorry for the junk.
Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine. I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
If there was a title, I didn't see it. Huh. The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. The laboratory. Oh! This is the room where Excelivir is. Let's see if I can find it. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here? If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Excelivir.
If we do, we can cure
Even if I
Quark.
didn't remember, she was gonna tell me.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Shut it.
Somebody's a positive thinker.
Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look. So let's get started. Alright, we're seeking a way out right away. Microscope. Now, why is that? Shouldn't someone who works at the circus be happy? Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there are these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them. A cylinder full of seeds. They're round. One half is colored and the other half isn't. It's black. There's nothing going on here, okay? Everybody who works in one seems pretty depressed. Oh, that's sad. What's this thing? Who knows? Capsule. Looks like a ball. There isn't anything in it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? A cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and don't have any markings. A binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see here. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. I'm just gonna look at everything at once. Some paper inside. Let me see that. It says steps for dissecting a frog. A logic puzzle. Okay. Alright, well, let's look around. Okay, that's as far as I can go that direction. Let's go this way. Here's some liquids. You know that hydroponics research thing we just found? I think it said something about preparing different hydroponics fluids and how they each had a different color. Do you think it was talking about bees? Yes. Yes, I do. Apparently I need to dilute it with water. Oh, okay. Alright. What's all this stuff? Look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles with pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right. We've seen a similar type of puzzle in a different room. Liquid, probably water. What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80-somethings of water comes out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handles so that each beaker gets the correct amount. Yeah. How do we get the water to come out in the first place? I think you probably just pull that lever over there on the right. Like this. Yeah, so, in a different path, there was a puzzle kind of similar to this, but actually harder, because it had like 5 things instead of just 3. What if the archive will help? Okay, so there needs to be 10 parts water in each. That's gonna be tricky. I don't know. How do you make it 10? I don't know how you make it 10. No retry button. Oh. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. This is how much fluid there is. I understand. Okay. So, this needs 20. And this would need 30. Right? 1 part fluid with 10 parts of water. Yeah, so you just drop a 0. So this needs to have 30. This needs to have 50. So this is 20. 20 plus 40 is 60. It's too much. How do you make it 30? This one's right. This is 20. Yeah. 40. 10. That's 10. That's 10. So these are right. Pour the water into the beakers and all the lights are green. You did it! Hey, hold on. Do you really think you've got enough seeds for that? I think the hydroponics research thing said something about needing five types of seeds. Okay, so now I need to look around for more seeds, I guess. Like these. What's this thing? The thing on top looks like some sort of industrial strength lid. If you open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking, though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation? We are in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. A binder. Paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. Okay, that's gonna come into play later. Looks like something you might put specimens in. Maybe. I don't think it's in them right now. This is saline solution. What the hell, Clover? What if that had been poison or something? Hee hee, you worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. Then how do you know it's saline? It says on the underside of the lid, silly. Oh, and there's a frog. It's Lord Hoppington. Don't give it a name. Aw, it looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell. Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. Okay, that looks like all the stuff that's stuff. Time to throw this root in here. Can you actually give me both? Thanks. Alright, done. What do we need to do next? Is there anything in the DNA instructions? I think we have to have the saline now? Yeah. Where's that saline? It's always the last thing. More saline solution in here. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. What are we supposed to do next? What's the manual say? Well, step number 3 says something like this. The liquid will filter into the beaker. Add ethanol to the liquid. I guess you should pour in the ethanol then. Oh. I thought it would work to... Maybe I have to take the ethanol out? maybe I can get an empty container? Okay. It's telling me move on, dummy! So I will move on. Okay. Wondering if I can find them. Alright. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Why won't you take my ethanol? Take my ethanol. But how do I remove it? That's the question. Hello? Hi. Why am I getting the puppy dog stare? What's up, Max? What's up? You having a good day? I literally just glanced down, the dog's just staring at me. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the question is how do I remove it? Is there some place where I would do that? Not anymore. I'm sure I am. Rectangular hole in the wall. Okay. Oh. I see you. Okay, I haven't been over here before. That's what I needed to do. The frog over here. Ethanol I poured down the drain should be in here. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we can take it. Now I got the ethanol. I guess this should do it. I forget what's next. That's not it. That's not it either. This one. There's an empty capsule. Okay. Alright. What the most upsetting item name is in puzzle game history? I remember in 999 when we got stuck, and I was trying to smash the thing with the dry ice with the pork chop that I had, and I ended up having to pick up a separate frozen chicken cutlet to pound it open, and I was like, I had the right idea. So that's a green capsule. I'm betting that goes in the microscope thing. So let's go back over to our frog. Syracuse got some instance, I think. Whatever, not like he's got a lot of choice here. Guess we're gonna find a scalpel then, huh? Yes, we better. Question is, how do we find one? That looks like one right there. It's a scalper. Scalper. Sorry, it's a scalpel. The jellyfish, there really had been a flesh meal. Pretty fancy tray. All of the lions eating the sun. That's pretty weird. Okay, so now we're gonna go back over to that frog. We're gonna cut it open. Sigma, what are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? Well, I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? It's dead. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kinda sad. Oh, for the love of... This frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Ugh, fine, I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess it saves me the trouble. Huh? Something came out of its stomach. A blue capsule? Okay, I think I have all the seeds now, so maybe I should try to do that thing. Remember the hydroponics we found? We didn't say something about preparing 5 types of seeds. Got all of them right. Yeah, I have 2 types of long seeds and 3 types of round seeds. Maybe you should put them in the beakers. If you just grab one of those seed containers, you should be able to put them into one of the beakers. Okay. Let me look at the thing first. Okay, so round seeds do not go in B or D. I might have to write this down, because it's not going to let me look at it at the archive and the thing at the same time, so hold up. Okay, round is not yellow. Or cyan. Marked is not green. Non-marked is not red or yellow. jerk. And then striped failed in either cyan or blue. And all we know about long seeds is that only 2 fluids work. Are there any seeds that are both long and marked? This one is both long and marked. So there are 3 round seeds. Yeah, there are 3 round seeds. So we already know that the round seeds occupy red, green, and blue because they can't be yellow or cyan. So that helps to narrow it down. That means that in the long, the 2 fluids that work are yellow and cyan. Non-marked seeds do not work in yellow. So that means that the striped long is yellow. So striped long is yellow. Wait. How do I... Wait, how do I do it? Why isn't it letting me do it? Oh, thank you. I went too fast. Alright. So that means that the not marked long has to go in cyan. And now we just have to figure out the round ones. Non-marked can't do red. So that means that this one has to be either green or blue. Once you figure out one, it makes it a lot easier. I did it! Some thieves. don't say that. Why not? Just don't. Quiet, you two. Look at this. A red capsule. Gimme, yeah. Gotta catch 'em all. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean, something? Alright, just look. It's easier than explaining. What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah, it looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah. DNA is made out of 4 bases, adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. Give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, I remembered, that T and A go together. Oh! Okay. Oh! Wait, is it actually saving what I'm doing? Doesn't look like it's saving what I'm doing. Whoa! That time it moved. What I'm supposed to be doing. I'm literally just moving stuff around. I don't understand this puzzle. G and A. What on earth? Maybe without the T and C, all you get is total crap. Oh, I get it. Each A is connected to a T and each G is connected to a C. Press the X button to grab a row, then move it with the left stick until the letters match up. Doing so may cause other rows to move, so be careful. Okay. Okay. That was a stupid puzzle. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. Want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're a turkey. What in the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Now get over here and look at this. Huh. Something on it. It's a safe password. Dear God, how do we get the secret? How do we get the secret? I'm assuming to get the secret I have to fill up the capsule again, but I'm not sure with what. Yeah. I've got needs too, you know. I mean, I'm kind of girl who's totally devoted to her man, but that's a two-way street. What the hell are you talking about? Alright, so we can't combine anything. Okay. Maybe I can get some Froggo DNA. Lord Hoppington, why? You left us too soon! Shut up. I feel kind of bad for it. Okay. So apparently not. Yeah, I'm assuming I need to fill up this other capsule because why else the hell do I have it? But I don't know with what. You say you don't need to mess with them anymore, but I need to make sure. All our file info. Yes, we have. We have indeed. I'm going to think about this. I will be right back. DNA. Anything you should put all of them in? I mean, all different types of seeds? Yeah. Interesting. Why not? Alright, done. Right? More saline. Liquid, eventually. Okay, looking good. Next we pour in the ethanol. Sometimes you need to step away from a thing for a second. Awesome, got it all. A yellow capsule. Going over here. Oh, we didn't even have to solve another puzzle. Nice. I was expecting to have to do the DNA thing again. Play DNA. Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's have a look. It's different now. Shapes are different places. Who's you? This is safe, right? Yeah. It's just like the one in the AD room. I saw one in the infirmary, too. If you punch in the right password, it'll open up. At least it should. Apparently, designers thought it was a stupid puzzle. Didn't want to make a second version. Right? I agree. Star, sun, sun. Yay, it opened! We did it! Star, star, sun. Haha, it opened! Awesome! Suspense was killing me! Okay, what do we got here? First is... a map. It says floor B. The one I found in the infirmary said floor A. So it's the one from the lounge. Then that would make floor A the top floor, right? I mean, we rode the elevator down to get here. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are... key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. And these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us two, just one for the fun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool? Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? What language? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian. They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else we got here? Looks like two more things. Is that medicine? What's the damn label? Excelivir. Excelivir? Wait, didn't Luna say something about Excelivir? You're right. This is it. Excelivir. It's cure for Radical 6. Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later, we need to get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, we gotta get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it, right? Yeah, let's go. It says it's a replicator. I want to replicate the Excelivir. That's probably not that simple. Actually, it probably is that simple. Since I don't know what it does. Lock the door. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Because I am not supposed to know that yet. Probably.
Hey, hold on a minute. There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we? I was just wondering what it was.
Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah, probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course! This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? In other words, an IG...
Oh, good one!
Oh, at least
Hey,
it's good sense
this
of
isn't the
humor.
time for stupid jokes.
Didn't we once get a needlessly specific not about IG? Note about IG? Did we? I don't remember that. If we... Oh! Immunoglobulin, right? Immunoglobulin. That's what it was.
There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right? The
Yeah.
vial. Could you show it to me again? I
Why?
didn't really get a good look at it before. You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelavir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. See, it's written on the label. Excelavir.
You really are an idiot. Although I guess
Huh?
in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back
I
now.
don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally? Wait, is that what you took the medicine to blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so. I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I'd clone my hands and fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Damn it.
That's not fair!
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick ally?
Fine. I promise.
Sigma!
Oh, I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works, but don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
He was hiding his lack of character depth in plain sight.
See you chumps later. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose ally, and he chooses betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will.
So you're going to die to save his life? That's... Why would you do that?
In all honesty, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. We're gonna play the AB game. We're headed back to the warehouse. 3 years and 1 trip to warehouse 8 later, right? I wish there was a way to speed it up, but as far as I can tell, there is not.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you. We're looking forward to the next round.
I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi, and of course Clover. Where'd Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
I see.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flicked to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Vi only shook her head. With a unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelivir hidden somewhere in there.
What a jerk. Gah, what a bastard.
Then I shall
Sigma
take
agrees
you
with
there.
me.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary, see how it works.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded Clover as they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay then, guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. You wouldn't tell me anything about the lab, except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. You said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, One sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So, in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This looks like some kind of research log. It's not going to be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice. I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a one-to-one basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 Radical 1/6, or approximately 1 to 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.408 seconds have passed inside. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or Radical 6 seconds, have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus have been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast-forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact, 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. Jesus Christ. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. That's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's, what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written? I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Accelavir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Right. The cold sleep thing is seeming more and more likely. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected,
And
right?
maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be bad.
Just think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
Fi had barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that, maybe whoever quarantined us thought we'd get bored, so they threatened to kill us with puzzles and drugs. She was gone. Man, I let a long, tired sigh and started off toward the infirmary. No, I think it's far more likely that we're quarantined. How's he doing?
Seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake, mine and Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Accelavir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark? or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself. It was so faint, I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die, even for a minute, was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do. Nah, dude. I'm picking Betray. Screw that. And I'll tell you why. I have absolutely no assurance that Dio will give the Excelsior back, even if I do pick Ally. Even if I do pick Ally, no assurance that he'll give it back. So,
all players,
we're picking
please
Betray.
enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has
I can
passed,
100% save my own life.
non-voting parties
I
will
don't know if I can save
automatically
Quark's.
ally.
Looks like it's almost
And
time.
I'm sorry if that's like cold and it's like, oh, it's a child, and blah, blah, blah. Dio's a jerk. He's a
You
jerk.
two should head back.
I don't trust that he's gonna actually give the vial back, even if I do kill myself. What
Not
about
going.
you?
I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if K and Alice vote
Nothing,
Betray?
I suppose. Just means I lost that round.
It's funny how it came out of motion even if you see him being like, nah, I know what's up.
I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick Betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyouchi's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright, take care of
Of
Quark.
course, you worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyouchi and Quark behind. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Except for Dio. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's
Take
Dio?
a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
That he went in,
exactly.
I guess. That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take the Excelsior from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I made up my mind to choose Ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyouchi's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes Ally, I can't choose Betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
Ha ha ha. You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Oh!
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room, as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right, and were soon out of sight inside it. All right, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you? You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses Ally and we choose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. Boy, it's actually kind of making me feel like a jerk now that I wanted to pick Betray. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
Thank you, Clover. Thank you. Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran toward the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little
Hey!
smart, huh?
What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
10 seconds remain until...
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3.
Now I feel like
2,
a huge jerk.
1.
I'm gonna pick Betray, though. I've been picking Betray first every time, so we'll just stick with our pattern.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation.
I'm gonna save the game real quick. Saving the game.
Ambidex gates now opening.
I'm gonna feel like a real jerk if Dio picked Ally, though. I don't see how he would, though. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen Betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, all right? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. Yep, he was gonna kill me. What a jerk. But K got to 9. K betrayed Tenmyoji. Oh no, he's at 9.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what the hell is this?
I like how he's mad when he tried to kill me. Thanks. What the hell is this? How dare you preserve your own life? What a jerk. Oh my god. Sorry, I decided to choose Betray.
Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of a cold-hearted bastard are you?
Jeez.
Please, just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Accelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What? You mean he has it? Right now?
Nah, I don't have it.
What?
Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No! Don't! I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and smashed it. And meanwhile, while all this stuff is going on, Kay is going to go open the number 9 door, and we're all going to be trapped. Threw it to the ground.
No!
You bastard!
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen Ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
Ugh. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Bastard! Roar! I let it go to a roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was 5.
Hold it.
Why are you stopping me?
Because this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean? This isn't the time for...
Look at the number 9 door.
Hey. Hot, told ya. Hey was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he...
No!
9. His BP is 9.
What?
Suddenly, we were all running toward Kay and the number 9 door. But he opened it. Kay, what the hell do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious. But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious.
Dio was gonna do the same thing if we had actually, picked Ally.
After a rational assessment of the facts, I
Not
have
that I
concluded
would've
that
been
this
alive
is
to
the
see it.
wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round?
Sounds like, some justification.
Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
The number 9 door has been opened. It
Kinda
will
sounds like he's
remain
justifying it to
open
himself a
for
little bit.
9 seconds.
He wanted to escape.
Oh, wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned.
Hey!
She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
Dio charged at Kay, but the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed. Let's do this right away since he forced his way into the boat.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
But I mean, Kay will probably get to 9 BP regardless of what we choose. Like, maybe there's no way for this ending to be good or helpful. Right? I mean, it would kind of go with the theme of him, you know, Zero Jr. being a little butt. Alright, let's go pick Ally. Alright, facing death. Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Yep. I'ma die. And Kay and Dio can lead together.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed.
Dude, I thought Kay was cool until this.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it! You'll keep your promise, god damn it! I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then, at last, the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
I kept my promise. Now you... I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelavir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excelavir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Quark will be all right. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurin is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the soap roll was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxant followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? How could I save myself? Huh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh. Even with death staring me in the face, I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Chop your arm off. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I would find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. To be continued. Well, in What's-A-Face, in the Clover end, we got that, the gun that had the antidote. But I don't know if anyone went into that room on this go-through. Or maybe I could cut my own arm off or something.
What?
Nope. I've not yet unlocked it. Alright. Amputation is your answer to everything, isn't it? That's a game over. I don't know who planted the bomb. this one is now unlocked. Okay, so I understand. When it's black like this, that means it's locked. But if it turns green, that means it is unlocked. So I could go here, or up here. But I think we're going to stay in Tenmyoji for now. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. Suddenly, Clover moved. I leapt forward and clamped my hand around her wrist.
What are you doing?
Clover, listen to me. Alice wasn't killed. Nobody murdered her. She took her own life.
What? No.
Trophy earned. I can't believe it's not murder.
No. There's no way she'd do that.
It's true. She stabbed herself in the heart with the scalpel.
All right. Where'd she get the scalpel then?
Well?
I did hear someone come into the infirmary right after the AB game ended.
Was that before I showed up?
Yes. I got up to see who it was, but they were already gone. It could have been Alice.
So she could have taken the scalpel then?
Yes, I think so.
You're lying! This is all a lie! It has to be!
It's not. It's the truth.
Then why did she do it? Why would Alice kill herself?
She probably didn't have a reason.
What?
She'd been infected with Radical 6. That's what killed her.
But you just said she killed herself! Just tell me the truth!
I
then
am.
Prove it! Your 10 seconds ran out a long time ago. So if you don't have any proof...
I do. I have proof. There was a journal in the lab, wasn't there, Kay? Show it to me.
Journal?
It would have been in the safe.
Ah, well, Alice would have it then.
Fi, can you... I don't feel right touching a dead woman's body. Could you take a look?
Sure.
Her hands barely shook as she quickly searched through Alice's clothing. It was only seconds before she stopped. Slowly and carefully, she drew something out. There it was. The journal. Fi turned it to hand it to me, but I shook my head. You read it. It's in Latin. I can't make heads or tails of it. She cocked an eyebrow at me and flipped the small book open. When she looked back up at me, it was with both suspicion and surprise.
Yeah, it is Latin. But translating this is impossible. It's full of words I've never heard before. I can barely understand any of this.
Page 216.
Huh?
Turn it to page 216. You should be able to read that one. Fi's frown deepened, but she did as I had suggested. I watched her eyes quickly scan the page before looking up at me with renewed suspicion.
Yeah, I can read this page. How did you know? No, wait. How did you even know there was a journal in the lab?
I just knew.
You just knew? Come on.
Look, just read it, okay? Clover wants to hear what it has to say. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Give me a moment to look it over.
After a few moments of whispering to herself in Latin, Fi began to translate, paraphrasing the contents of the journal. And we have seen all this before.
Oh Lord, please. Let their future be a bright one.
Fi shut the journal with a soft slap. I feel like that wasn't as long as the previous one. She summarized a bit more. A sickly silence drifted through the room. The newspaper article, the recording, the conversation with Temyoji, and now this journal entry. There was no more hiding from the truth. The pandemic had already happened. All of Clover's rage suddenly dissipated, and she collapsed to the floor, tears pouring out on her face. None of us had the heart to say anything, and for several long moments, the only sound in the room was Clover's sobs. But we stopped her from going all axe-murdery, so yay.
We've got a problem. It's almost time for the primary doors to open.
Yeah, only 10 minutes left.
Sorry, but I'll be taking Alice's bracelet. Vi and I won't be able to open the secondary door without it.
So she was a magenta pear, just like me.
Just now noticed that, did you?
As he spoke, Dio grabbed the bracelet off the floor and dropped it into his pocket.
What color is your bracelet, Luna?
I'm a cyan pear.
You are part of Clover's pair, then. That means the two of you will need to come with me.
I guess so. Come on now, Clover. We need to go. Alice would want you to survive, wouldn't she?
Only 10 minutes since we have to go downstairs, and we know that takes forever. There's no way we
You'll
can
never
bring
be
it back.
able to figure out why all this happened if you stay here. Please.
You're right. Alice, I promise I'll find out what happened to you. I'll figure out who Zero really is. I mean, if you'd never been locked up in here, you never would have... This never would have happened, so it's like Zero killed you. I promise. I'll avenge you.
Clover stood up and rubbed her hands roughly over her eyes, smearing tears across her cheeks. Then, with a determined frown, she strode out of the room.
Alright, we're out of time. Move, people.
You guys head on down to the Floor B warehouse. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, right. Quark's got the yellow bracelet, which makes him your partner, right?
Yeah, can't exactly leave him behind.
Without him, we'd end up stuck in the AV room. Okay, let's go. We'll see the rest of you once we've picked up Quark.
Very well.
Quark, you're awake!
Yeah, I just woke up. Hey, where's everybody else?
Oh God. Quark.
Temyoji's entire body shook with emotion as he drew closer to him. He cautiously laid a trembling hand on the boy's shoulder, almost as if he were afraid Quark would disappear in a puff of smoke the moment he was touched. When Quark proved to indeed be corporeal, Temyoji let out a cry and threw his arms around him.
What's wrong? Are you okay, Grandpa?
It's nothing. Nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
But...
Quark gave a puzzled look. Temyoji didn't even notice, his face with a mixture of happiness and relief. I could see tears twinkling from the wrinkled corners of his eyes. All traces of his usual gruff stoicism had vanished. I didn't want to interrupt such a happy reunion, but we were running out of time. Still, Temyoji deserved a few minutes. I left them alone. At last, Temyoji seemed to recover, and shifted from an embrace to a protective arm around his shoulder.
So, how are you feeling?
Feeling? Well, okay, I guess. Was I sick or something?
No. You're not sick. If you feel fine, then you're fine.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I should never have gotten you involved in all this.
What are you apologizing for?
Sorry.
You're doing it again. Are you sure you're okay? So, where's everybody else? Mr. Sigma's here, but he's just been standing there looking kind of silly.
I gave him a nervous smile and explained about the white doors. I got the feeling Tenmyoji didn't want Quark to know about Radical 6, so I avoided any mention of it. Alice's death was something I also left for later.
Okay, that makes sense. That means I'm on a team with you guys, right?
Right.
So, these white doors, when are they gonna open?
Well, we've got about 4 minutes until the primary doors open.
Oh, that's not good. We need to hurry. Come on. How do we get to the Floor B warehouse?
Okay, we're going.
Follow me! A nap.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
You're late. Where the hell have you been? Quark?
You're awake!
And fully recovered, apparently.
I am also relieved to see you well again.
Me too.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
I looked out at the others from behind Quark and held a warning finger up to my lips. There were a few momentarily raised eyebrows and some nervous coughing as everyone suddenly fell silent.
Huh?
From Quark's perspective, it must have seemed especially odd.
Anyway, there isn't any time left. We need to hurry.
Anyway.
But there are 3 doors.
Which team goes in which door?
All of the doors are identical for this round.
Dude, I think it's the first time we're going through the white doors.
I believe it doesn't matter which team uses which door.
Then we're taking the one in the middle.
Why that one?
You want a kill shot, you aim for the center. You're more likely to just miss the extremities.
That logic is flawed and more than slightly disturbing. Unfortunately, I don't really have a counter-argument, so center door it is.
I suppose we could go with the one on the left. Is that okay? I mean, we could go with the other one if you want.
Kay and Clover only nodded.
Well, there's only one left.
The door on the right.
Any objections? All right, let's move.
30 seconds remain.
Hurry it up, Phi. This thing's gonna close.
I know.
It's time we were going as well.
Right. Sure.
Come on, guys. There's no time to
Right
wait.
behind you.
Let's go.
2, 1, 0.
This is like the Tenmyoji-est Tenmyoji path.
Chromatic doors
I think
closing.
we've been on a team with him every single time. Every single round. Director's office. Such Tenmyoji, very grandpa.
Probably the office of whoever it is that's running this place.
It said director's office on the door.
So this might be Zero Senior's office.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Well, which is it?
Why the hell would I know?
We should look around. If this really is Zero Senior's room, there might be some clues.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's get started then. It's puzzling time again. What do we have here? I haven't seen a computer this old in a while. There's something on the screen. Is that a lion eating a hamburger? I really don't think so. I think the lion's got 2 heads. Looks like a monster from Greek myth or something. Looks like it's asking for an ID and password underneath the lion. The keyboard doesn't seem to be working, though. I guess we can't enter anything, then. What's this? I checked it out earlier, but I think it's just a business card holder. Business card holder? Yeah, it's a file where you put business cards. They've got all these weird shapes in the back. I think maybe if you line them up and shake the wave, they will get some sort of hint. Place business cards in correct order. By selecting one business card and then another, you can swap their positions. Well, guess we can give it a shot. Ah. Bet it's actually 2 rows. Like that. This kind of looks like a K. Kinda. Okay, those don't match up. An 8 or a B? That looks a little better. Looks like maybe a 4. 4K and then oh, I think these need to be swapped. Oh, I did the wrong ones. Okay. I mean, they're in the right, like, I think they're paired correctly now, but they still aren't in the right order? But then how do I know what the order is? I don't really want to go back because I don't want to lose my progress, but maybe I need another clue? Maybe they need to be like in alphabetical order or something? I guess. Let's try that. I don't get it. Maybe you don't have enough information. Yep, that seems apparent. HQ tonight is Nintendo. How about this drawer? It's locked. It's not opening. Is it locked? Yeah, looks like it. Don't see anything looks like a keyhole though. There's a diamond-shaped hole in the middle. Do you think we're supposed to stick something in there? Oh, I kind of wanted to look at this critter thing, but maybe I can't. Okay. What is this? One of the training machines you see on late-night infomercials? I think it's a facial recognition device. A what? How's a diamond-shaped hole where you can insert something to trigger a mechanism not look like a keyhole? Put your hands on either side and hold your face in front of the uns. Then it checks your face against whatever's got in its database. Oh, huh. How'd you know that? I'm in the salvage business. Every so often, one of these babies shows up. Doesn't look like it's turned on. Yeah, nothing happens when I put my face in front of it. There's something to the right of the lens over there that looks an awful lot like a keyhole. If we had a key for it, you think maybe we could turn it on? I assume so. Alright. A balloon. You want it, Quark? I don't need a balloon. I'm not a kid. Really? How old are you? I'm 20. What? No way. Gotcha. Ha. Screen built in the Cadenza. There's something on it. Starting up. Please wait. What is it starting? It's me. Well, my money just says that just means it won't do squat if you mess with it right now. How about you go have a look at something else? Okay. Now this is brandy. Pierre Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. You can tell that just by looking at it. I can smell it. That's some nose you've got there. Here, just let me have a taste. I don't think so. How can you be so cruel? Oh, this is the good stuff right here. Pierre Perrin's 200-year-old reserve. You already told me that. Oh, did I? Yeah, 200 years is pretty impressive though. Yes, it is. Then again, it's even older than that by now. Maybe it's gone bad. It's probably just like water now. I should drink. No! Aw. Well, I suspect that Grandpa has been living through the outbreak, because he seemed to know what Radical 6 was. Hey, a globe. Doesn't look kind of weird? I think somebody glued a piece of paper to it. Let's see if we can get it off then. Found a world map. Okay. Ooh, I'm having 999 flashbacks. Give me some stuff. Looks like a green coaster. The stain on there makes it look like something was sitting here earlier. Left section has a laser shining across it. Oh, that's a laser? I thought it was a bar. The brandy on it? Huh. Well, putting the expensive brandy on the coaster didn't seem to do anything. The laser beam just went right through it. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? If you keep frying it with that laser, you're gonna ruin the brandy! Pull it out there now! A suit of armor. Well, it's not really a full suit, is it? I mean, it's missing the helmet. So what would we call it? I'm not sure. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it suit of armor, okay? Suit yourself. Anyway, it's got some sort of red paint on the neck and shoulder area. Are you sure it's paint? It could be blood. Hey! Don't say stuff like that. Being a room with a headless suit of armor is creepy enough. That. Can I not click on that? Maybe I can't. Or can I take things out of his hands? Haha! Short spear. Got a spear instead of a sword. This is a really short spear, though. The tip head on looks kind of like a diamond. A diamond, huh? Ooh. I know where we need to go with that. Tip like a diamond. Oh my god. It opened. It's a key. Another key! Light on top turned on. Looks like you managed to turn it on. Alright, it's on. Now what? Well, why don't we give it a face to look at? One of ours? Yeah. Damn. None of our faces work. Face not recognized. Gender mismatch. What does it mean by gender mismatch? Maybe it's saying that it needs a girl? But there's only 3 of us, and none of us are women. Well, maybe if we dress Quark up like a girl? No! No way! Why don't you dress up then? No, just thinking about it makes me want to puke. Besides, do you see a wig or makeup or anything around here? How would any of us dress up like a woman anyway? Dude, you totally want to do it. No, I don't. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe... what is it? Do you have an idea? Well, it can't hurt to try. Yeah, definitely worth a shot. How long has he had that in his pocket? It looks like a piece of paper. No, it's a picture. Oh yeah, I remember him looking at that in the infirmary. I guess it's worth a shot. Oh. Hey. Oh my gosh. It's like we're in the villain's secret lair. Huh. Didn't think that would happen. I guess the recognition worked. Yeah. Well, now it's got a little head there. Helmet and suit armor. Let's head over and put it on. Yes, that suits him. Paint on the helmet and armor lines up. But I can't really tell what it is from this angle. It looks kind of warped. I still feel like I should be able to pick up whatever this is, but it's not letting me, so... Hey look, more brandy? Huh. This is cheap brandy. I'll call this bad. Ooh. That. I'll call this bad shouldn't even exist. So I think it's best if I dispose of it safely with my... I'll be taking that. Zero Senior must be real tightwad if he's stocking this cheap stuff. Might as well be water. Is it really that bad? Well, I'll admit I can't be sure. It's hard to really judge a brandy until you can taste it. So, no. Aww. Oh my god, that's great. You just put it back. Did you really expect something to happen? No, not really. A tablet. Looks like a tablet. Does it work? No. There's an empty slot in the back. So it doesn't have a battery? Guess not. Maybe we should find a battery. Might be able to turn it on. More paint. Well, something expensive brandy here. Brandy on the poster, but it doesn't really match up. Okay, it's not letting me take it back, so hopefully that's right. That looks like an H. I got HQ wrong because I've never played Super Mario RPG. Looks like an H to me. Ooh, books. This looks like a collection of literary analyses. Do you think it has any hints to help us get out of here? If it does, we're screwed. I think we'd starve to death before we got through all 4 of those tomes. I think these are philosophy books. The stuff in here is pretty sophisticated. I'm amazed you could get that far. I flipped the first one open and my brain just said, screw this, I'm out. A historical adventure saga. There are 3 volumes. Okay, I guess that doesn't open. Man, the safe is really big. There's gotta be like $100 billion in there. Hey, you're such a kid. Maybe there's hiding something you don't really want people to see, like some videos. I'm not sure I like the way you said that. Let's just open it up and find out. I don't think... See? It's locked. Yeah. There's a circular input panel on top of the handle. It looks like the one on the pressure exchange chamber's door. So if we just do the same thing we did then... Alright, let's do it. I think the map is gonna give me a clue about that. White to blue, yellow to purple, and pink to green. I might be doing this wrong. In fact, I'm definitely doing this wrong, because now pink is cut off. I have to get pink to green. white to blue and yellow to purple. That's going to cut off blue. What if I went around the outside? Cut off. I'd have to like pass through the middle. That. Oh! Pink and green totally on the outside. I forgot what I was doing just that fast. Oh. Yeah. I had it, but then I forgot what I was doing. Purple, like, through the middle. Like that. And then blue to white. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good job, you did it. Nice work. Very impressive. Look inside. $100 billion! Videos! Yeah. Sorry, guys. Looks like all we've got is a binder and a deer. So a bind here. What the hell is this? Is Zero just making fun of us? Alright, this binder is safe. Let's paste paper in it. Oh! Page 1 of business card instructions. Alright. Here's looking at me, Grandpa. Buck up. It's just fake. Ooh. Let's pick it up. Mounted deer. Poor deer. Take a close look. I think it's just a replica. You know, there's some red paint on its neck. It's also got 2 pegs in the back of its board. Maybe we're supposed to put it up somewhere? Huh. No, it's probably the other brandy that's supposed to go there. Look! Laser beams bending all around inside the bottle. Yeah, I made a parallelogram. Okay. You must be feeling pretty tired, Tenmyoji. Oh, this assignment can't be easy for someone at your age. Why don't you sit down for a bit? I'm not so old I need the likes of you worrying about me. That's so. Well, I think I'll just have a seat then. Ah. Huh? What's that? Think maybe it's an eye watching us? I don't think so. I think it's a target. Like a bullseye? Yeah, you're supposed to shoot it. Okay, well I don't have anything to shoot it with, so let's go back to the business cards now that I have some instructions. Hi, Duck. How are you doing today? Okay. Bob, Chris, John, Tony, Ian, Michael. Okay, that looks right. Let's see if my notes are gonna help. Yeah, there was a second part that was a logic puzzle, and I was like, ah, screw that. I brute forced it already, so. Book 334. Good luck on your physical. A book is a bunch of bases of paper bound together with... I know what a book is. Book 334. Buttons? I assume you're trying to say. Oh boy. Vacuuming robot see on TV. Navi, it looks like a machine of some sort. Glows turned on? Don't think so. Let's see if... Nope, no luck. Huh, nothing. Might as well give up. Yeah, let's go look at something else. We're going to come back to it later. Right. Dude, I've tried to pick this up like a million times. How many times did I try to pick that up? How many frickin' times? Not the most impressive weapon, but it's simple as hell and won't jam like a gun. Okay, I'll just use the slingshot to... Hold on there. Do you actually have something to fire? Oh, no, I guess I don't. What are you gonna shoot it with then? With mind bullets. It's called telekinesis, Sigma. Anyway, I figured that'd slip your mind like everything else. Here, I grabbed this off the floor earlier. Take it. Oh, this is the key we used to start the facial recognition device. Thanks, man. See, hey, it's good I didn't wait and look around. Tenmyoji actually put in some work. Here goes. Aiming. 3, 2, 1. Fire! Whoa, nice aim. You got it right in the center. Wait. What happened? It popped, but... Is there anything on the floor? Limp pieces of destroyed balloon, that's it? What? What's this handle here? It's up next to the chair. Why do you pull it? What's gonna happen? Pull the damn thing and find out. Alright, guess I should start by sitting in the chair. Then I pull the lever. Here I go. I feel like it's spelling out help. Don't need to be looking at this right now to figure out when I get back to the other room. Apparently that's it. Okay. Whatever. Not like I have a choice. Ha! Sure what to do at this point. I've got the books, but the books won't let me do anything. Maybe I need to put them back or something? Oh. 4. Right? Around anymore. Remember back up. Okay. So I have it right now. Order 334. Oh yeah, I guess I already did that. Okay. Thanks, Quark. I wasn't positive. I need to put the deer some. Whoa, where? Red paint on the wall. Why would I put an outlet to tie up? Well, it's probably not an electrical outlet. What is it then? Insert something into it. Like what? Maybe the deer? Yes, that's it. Remember how there are 2 pegs in the back of the mount? I bet they fit perfectly. Give it a try. Well, looks like you were right. Yeah, 100% says help. But I don't know what to do with that information. So, who is this girl? Hey! Stop! That's Akane Kurashiki. She's just a girl. Is she your granddaughter? I'll put it to you this way. That's either Akane Kurashiki or it looks a shit ton like her. I think that picture is pulled from 999. In like, I'm like 99.9% sure that that's Akane. No. Well, who is she then? Damn it, fine. You've already seen her, after all. Her name is Akane Kurashiki. I've been looking for her for a long time. Why? Because she's his first love. No! You've got it wrong! But you carry that picture everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen you leave it somewhere. His first love. Guys, I think it's Junpei. but he's old now. He's old now. Who else could he be talking about? Look, it's not about love, and I'm not a goddamn romantic. Okay, okay. You don't want to talk about her, I get it. If I hadn't clicked on that, we would have missed that entirely. H. Makes me E. Like an L. Oh wait, I haven't clicked on this thing in a while. Maybe it has something now. It still says it's starting up. Probably it. Excellent idea. Oh, that's it. I wonder if I can spell parallelogram. Oh. It changed. That looks like a puzzle. It is. It's a lesson book. We'll call it tangram. Hard. This is very hard. Oh, Jesus. This is not good. Looks like grabbing it by the corners is the most effective. kind of assuming that I have to make a parallelogram. How exactly I make a parallelogram is... I'm not sure. You asked your friend Google. I don't even really think it's the puzzle that's that hard. It's the fact that it is so hard to move around. And then this part is gonna go... Oh my god. Like, it's literally, like, moving the pieces is the hard part. Okay. That's gonna go there. And one of these little triangles... Still not matching up. It could be something like that, but then what do you do with the other triangle? I was thinking something like this. But then I'm not sure what you do with the other triangle. I rotate the big one. That? Maybe the mid-sized one goes there. Okay. Spatial's not really my thing. That. And then this one. Okay, hold on. Thank you. Oh my god. I just want to get it straight. Yeah, these are the same height. I don't know. I don't know. This is the only square. This is a parallelogram if you're talking about that. I just wanted everything to be straight again for a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Like this. It's a diamond here. Sure. Wait, no, it is the small one. I am, like, about to give up on this because this interface is so frustrating. I just want it to be flat. That's good. There, that's a triangle. Sort of. If it's not lenient, we're screwed. Well, maybe let's focus on making a separate triangle first. There, that's pretty flat. Right? Cheat the puzzle? I feel like I'm pretty close. I mean, I've got one triangle, now I just have to get the other one. You guys keep posting the solution, makes me think I'm wrong. Maybe it's the other way? Like with these two flipped? That's it. That's it. That's the answer, though. I just need to make it fit properly. Oh wait, maybe that's not right. Yeah, it's not right. There's extra space there. Okay, hold on a minute. if I swap these two? Or is this what I had before? Sure. I think this is what I had before, and it wasn't right. This must not be this way. This can't be this way. If I switched the two small shapes with the big triangle you have at the bottom of the screen. What? Two small shapes? What does that mean? These two smaller triangles that I've been working with, or something else? Because if it's something else, then I am not close at all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. That doesn't look right at all. That doesn't look right at all either. I normally, you could give a hint, normally I would not mind playing around with this crap, but because the interface is such a pain in the ass, I'm just gonna look it up. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not close at all! I am 0% close. I'm so not close that I'm actually gonna start over. I am not close at all. What are you talking about? Either that or there's more than one way to do this. This one has you make a square in the middle. And then, yeah, this interface is garbage. Give it to me, you piece of crap. Give it to me. Give it to me, you piece of crap. Give it to me, please. It's right there. You can't even use the D-pad to try and do it slightly. It doesn't work. I'm gonna try and neaten it up as much as I can. Otherwise, we might just have to frickin' move on. big triangles together on right-hand side. Upside down. What? What are you talking about? This is a parallelogram. This is literally a parallelogram. I copied it from the internet. It is a parallelogram. You know what? Sure, go around the long way. That's fine. I don't. I can make the parallelogram like the other direction. Maybe that'll do it. Otherwise, we're skipping this, and I'm not 100%ing because this is insane. Give it to me. Oh my god. What was that? Was that like an hour? An hour working with tangrams? Something like that? What do we get? Look. Something on the screen. ILLP? What does that mean? Oh. ILP. Let's get to this safe and get out of here. Oh, there it is. The star keys. These must be the star cards they were talking about. There are two of them. You guys take one, I'll take the other. Right. We're a pair, so we only need one for the two of us. And the other thing is the key as usual. Yay, now we can get out of here. Great, no point sitting around, let's go. Thank you. Though I didn't really persevere, I did look it up in the end. If I had been able to freely move the pieces around, I would have kept trying. But it was just so frustrating to even rotate them in the first place that at some point you just gotta give up. Like I said, I think I was working on that puzzle for about 45 minutes. Just that puzzle. Yeah.
No! Damn it!
What's wrong?
I left something in the director's office.
What was it?
Picture.
The picture. Ugh, how could I forget it?
Oh yeah, we must have set it down after using the face recognition thing.
Yeah, I'm going back. You two go on ahead to the...
I want to come with you.
Nah, that's fine. Why don't you head back to the warehouse, Sigma? The others are probably already waiting.
Alright, I'll see you two later.
Right.
Bye, Mr. Sigma.
I watched them jog off toward the blue door. And then they were gone. Guess I should be getting back then. I stepped into the warehouse to find all the other teams already there. Kay and Luna. Oh, thank you, T-Bone. Fi and Clover. And Dio. The moment Dio spotted me, he dashed over to the rightmost AB room and slid his card through the reader.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
As he turned to look at me, I swore I saw a flash of smug grin.
There. Happy? This time I waited for you to get back before I opened it. You see? I can be considerate.
But Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here.
Yeah, where are they?
I guess they forgot something back in the room we found. They ran back to grab it real quick.
And they'll be here in a few minutes. No big deal.
While we waited, we exchanged information about the rooms we had investigated. Unfortunately, none of it seemed very useful. None of us had found anything. We were no close to unraveling any of the increasing number of mysteries we were faced with. With that discussion exhausted, we sat down to wait. Before long, 20 minutes had passed since Dio opened the door, and Tenmyoji and Quark were nowhere in sight.
Don't you think they're taking a little long?
Yes, I'm getting worried. What if something happened to them?
I'll go have a look.
Then I shall accompany you.
No, I'll be fine by myself. It's not that far away.
Just don't look into the abyss too long, or you might become a monster.
I don't think, okay. Look, I'm just going to the director's office. I'll be right back, no big deal. Right, see you guys later. I gave a quick goodbye wave and stepped out of the warehouse. At least it didn't show us the elevator. Huh. That's odd. There's nobody here. The picture's gone, though. Temioji and Quark must have been here then. You know what was weird? Popping the balloon didn't really seem to do anything. I laid out the floor B map. They must have taken the door that faces the warehouse. After that, they probably went through the warehouse and out the blue door to the elevator. Yeah, that's a much shorter route. On the other hand, I came through the red door, which is kind of a long way around. Huh. Looks like we managed to miss each other perfectly. I'm also going to save the game. Because we worked really hard on that. Right, okay. Well, this was a huge waste of time. Shoot, might as well head back, I suppose. I packed up the map and was headed toward the door when... Huh? There was a light on where there hadn't been a light before. What? Why is that thing on? We messed with it earlier, but nothing seemed to work. I felt a sudden wave of inexplicable nauseating dread. The light stared at me. I swallowed and edged cautiously toward it. The machine was in arm's reach now. I stretched my hand out toward it, slowly.
So, you finally made it.
No, you're...
I am Zero.
Oh, snap.
I was the one who brought you here. You undoubtedly have as many questions for me as there are stars in the sky. As you can see, however, this is only a recording. I will therefore be unable to directly answer any questions. Ask if you wish, but I cannot respond.
I considered taking a swing at him, but decided that was spectacularly futile and kept my balled fist at my side.
Now, where to begin? There are many things I wish to tell you, but unfortunately, our time is limited. As such, the information I can provide is also limited. I have chosen two things of great importance to tell you. First, I will tell you about termites. In retrospect, I suppose that's a rather odd thing to say. I imagine you look rather bewildered right now. Perfectly understandable. The person who kidnapped you and threatened you with death is lecturing you about insects. I suspect it hardly seems fair. Nonetheless, this is very important. In a way, it will determine your fate. So I ask that you listen carefully. Have you ever seen a termite mound? They are splendid structures. Some might even call them works of art. Termites are natural architects, and their mounds are both structurally sound and make excellent use of space. So, are they following some sort of plan as they build? Are there termite blueprints detailing which room goes where? No, of course not. Each termite is simply an oblivious cog in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of termite DNA. It is doubtful an individual termite has any idea what its contributions are helping to create. But a human does. We can appreciate the elegant forms of their alien cathedrals. We can see the simple beauty of their perfect functionality. We can understand the splendid planning of their structure. In other words, only an intelligence of a higher order can understand the beauty of what the termite builds. Now, consider humans. Why are we alive? Why do we love and give birth? Why do we create? From where do our cultures spring? There are many theories, but no one knows the truth. We are oblivious cogs in a tremendous machine programmed by millions of years of human DNA. No doubt you see now what this analogy is supposed to illustrate. Yes, I mean to say humans are not different from termites. We trudge through our lives with no greater understanding of our ultimate goal. You might say we don't understand what we're building. Only an intelligence of a higher order than ours can understand what we're doing. Imagine how we might look to such an intelligence. We be building some structure so perfect and elegant, we can't even perceive it. Whatever it is, we've likely been building it on a dimension just above the ones we know since time immemorial. If we are like the termites, then what we've created is almost certainly something of tremendous beauty. And you are about to catch a glimpse of it. Or have you already? Well, that's enough on that subject, I think. Consider what I've said. Now, let's move on to the second topic. It is somewhat more immediately meaningful to your life, and, in fact, the lives of several billion other people. I realize this is rather sudden, but I have a password for you. It is the password to disarm the bomb, numbered 1.
Bomb?
Are you ready? I will only say this once, so pay close attention. The password to disarm the number 1 bomb is BQZ RGJ DXR.
I'm writing it down because I don't know if he's going to say it again. He said you'll only say it once, so... My reaction of, must get the phone now. Oh, I guess we haven't found any bombs in this one. If he'd guessed at my future confusion, he showed no sign of it.
That is the last of the information this message was meant to convey. Before I go, however, I have a warning. You cannot tell any of your companions what you heard or saw here. If you do, you will be penalized immediately. I hope we will meet again someday. We would have much to discuss.
Wait! God damn it, you can't just spout all that crap and disappear. I found myself yelling at empty air. The hologram had disappeared. What kind of an idiot does it take me for? Termites? Other dimensions? How could that have anything to do with kidnapping us? Shit. I kicked out at a nearby shelf.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Meanie Grogos would be
All
crazy.
players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Aw, crap. I need to get back. Not like there's any point staying here. I spun around and ran out of the room, toward the warehouse.
Grandpa!
Oh.
Look!
Thank you
Mr.
for not
Sigma's
making
back!
me go all the way back.
Took you long enough.
Where are the
In the
others?
AB rooms.
They went in already? Why didn't you two? Have you been waiting for me?
Yeah! Grandpa said there was something he had to tell you before we voted, no matter what.
Nothing that significant. Just wanted to tell you we're going to choose ally this round. That's it.
And you had to tell me that no matter what? Seems kind of pointless. I mean, words are cheap. You can promise whatever you want.
True, but we've got something to back it up. Just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
Quark and I both have 8 BP. We're already on the home stretch. So what do we need to get to the magic number? Well, we need you to choose ally. If you do that, it doesn't really matter to us what we pick.
You get to 9 whether you got 2 or 3 points.
Exactly. That being the case, we don't have any reason to betray you. And if we both choose ally, we both gain points.
True, but you must have considered that I'll choose betray. That would mean you'd choose betray to protect yourselves.
But that's why we're telling you we won't choose betray.
Mm-hmm.
Can I trust you?
Of course.
Alright, tell me one thing. Let's say we do this and we both ally. Everybody gets 2 points. That means you and Quark will have enough to leave, which is great for you, but I'll be stuck with a measly 5. How do I know you aren't going to just open the number 9 door and leave us in the lurch?
I can guarantee it.
How?
I can give you my word. I will not open the number 9 door, even if I have enough points to do so. I swear it. We aren't going to abandon everybody else just so we can escape.
I swear too. I promise.
Man, so all you've got is a promise, huh?
When I make a promise, I keep it. Trust me.
Please! You've got to trust us.
Alright, fine. I'll trust you.
2 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We're counting on you, Sigma.
You've got to choose ally. You promised.
With that, they turned and ran into the AB room second from the right. Well, guess I should get moving. You know what we're gonna do. We always make the tray first. I don't know, man. If he is actually Junpei...
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
I had a decision to make. Should I trust Quark and Tenmyoji? Well, I could believe they were telling the truth and still betray them. That would bring my BP to 6. I'd be that much closer to 9. And choosing betray would guarantee that they wouldn't try and escape without the rest of us. Betrayal seemed like a safe bet, but...
Please! You've got to trust us. You've got to choose ally. You promised.
Tenmyoji I could betray easily enough, but Quark? What the hell was I going to do?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We always pick the tray
Round
first.
3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening. Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Holy crap!
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what's the
Quark
deal?
had nothing to do with it. I entered the vote.
So why'd you choose betray?
Couldn't I ask you the same thing? I don't really think this is the time for a fight, though. Look, Clover's over by the door.
What? Oh no. glad that it's interesting. Alright, we're gonna get a game over here.
The number 9 door.
Fuck, she opened it.
Ugh! Why?
Clover, wait!
Clover. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm going to call the others.
What?
I'll get justice for Alice.
Justice? Wait, you mean...
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Time for me to go.
No! Please, Clover, wait!
Like hell, I'm just gonna let you walk out of here.
There's no point now. Dio leapt at Clover, his fists raised. Clover easily avoided him and moved toward the door.
Goodbye.
I caught one last glimpse of her face as she slid through the door. It was a mask of ice.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Game over. Alright, well, it's 10:40, so we're gonna stop there for the night. We'll pick Ally next time, and, see what happens, see how far we can get. But for now, I'm gonna sign off. Tune in next week, same time, to continue the story. I'll also be streaming Magic Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Have a good night, everybody.